Be warned before you watch this video. You will find things of interest. You may also see something that you can never forget, and there is no coming back from that. Stop. It may not be worth it. The dark web is well known for dealing in illicit goods, such as drugs, counterfeit goods, and hacking tools, as well as leaked data. But there are also sites out there which claim to be selling goods that are a bit more gruesome and creepy. This video explores some of the weird and scary things we have found being sold on the dark web, which includes product like human meat, organs, and services, which includes death by shoot and drive away, and death by making it look like accident or robbery gone wrong. These stories, among countless others, have been woven into the sinister tapestry of the dark web. Brace yourselves, for what you're about to see isn't for the faint of heart. It will not only test your faith in humanity, but also pose a fundamental question. Should ordinary people fear the dark web? But before we get started, click the links in the description below to join shopping site, where we help you ensure your personal details are not exposed or being sold on the dark web. We make it easy for buyer and seller to buy and sell services and products, uses robust encryption, secure payment processing, and fraud detection to protect customer information. We also offer purchase protection for eligible items and policies in place to address fraudulent activity. Now, whether you're unaware of its existence or deliberately avoid its murky waters, the dark web has the power to cast a malevolent shadow over your life. While the surface web seems orderly and accessible, beneath its facade lies a labyrinth of secrets. On your first foray, you'll find what seems to be disturbing and criminal activities that you thought only exist in movies. Marketplaces thrive in this cryptic realm, offering elusive items as crazy as rocket launchers being cloaked in layers of anonymity and protection. It's a haven for illegal marketplaces selling counterfeit driver's licenses, passports, various drugs, deadly weapons, and even the grotesque trade of human organs for those who dare. The question arises, how can you explore the dark web safely? The answer lies in Tor, the onion router, which allows anonymous internet browsing by concealing your identity and location. The Tor browser enhances both dark web access and regular web browsing security. Another option is Freenet, a tool for protecting freedom of speech and access to information, fear of surveillance, and protects privacy by encrypting data and routing traffic through multiple nodes. When it comes to the dark web, the rapid proliferation of sites selling illegal drugs and other prohibited items is a recurring theme. But this is just the tip of the iceberg, and as you dig deeper, you'll discover its true dark allure. Here, you'll also find most peculiar services, such as hitmen for hire and the horrifying sale of human beings, like this hair-raising tale from a young college boy. As their academic load piled up, they sought help on a forum and met the Jester, a mysterious character who mentioned something intriguing buying college papers on the dark web. He downloaded the necessary apps and started to find questionable links. Pushing on, he discovered pages filled with scanned images of other students' homework, ranging from a few dollars to a small fortune. The papers they found were surprisingly well written, making cheating look like a walk in the park. His plan was simply pull an all-nighter and somehow cobbled together a passable assignment by morning. But then a spark of curiosity ignited when he found what seemed to be hand-drawn sketches of people, both adults and kids, rather than explicit content. It turned out to be a morbid butcher's guide for meat cuts, complete with greasy, well-worn pages and descriptions that churned his stomach. Then the booklet took an even stranger turn, revealing recipes for beloved dishes from sizzling steaks to stuffed mushrooms and lasagna. It discussed where to source the best human cuts and the essential tools for preparation. Shortly, he received an invitation link to submit one's own recipes. Panic rushed in, fearing they'd unwittingly sent something back to these ominous depths of the dark web. It's here that the dark web intersects with the lives of ordinary individuals, prompting us to consider the unsettling possibility of falling into its sinister web. However, it truly is a vast realm where people from all corners of the world converge. So it isn't just a playground for a handful of crooks. It offers valuable services and a way to communicate for people and organizations. It offers a wide range of services, both legal and and illegal, immoral, and unethical. The dark web, hidden beneath layers of encryption, remains largely hidden from the average user. In some places, like dictator-led countries that heavily censor the internet, access to unbiased foreign news is a luxury. This is where the dark web can be a savior, providing a means to access information without revealing one's identity. One of many is the New York Times Mirror. We all know the New York Times, a global news giant that needs no introduction. What's fascinating is that since 2017, they've maintained a presence on the dark web, or a mirror, a testament to their fearless approach to news coverage. For instance, their headline story discusses the ongoing war between Russia and Ukraine. The unfiltered nature of their reporting might not sit well with certain authorities, making the dark web version of the New York Times a haven for those who seek alternative perspectives. Residents of Russia may opt for invisibility to access this unfiltered side of the news. It's a journey into the depths of the web, where the line between light and shadow blurs, and the stories told are anything but ordinary. Now, you might think that the dark web is a place for cool trinkets like secret articles and hidden treasure. However, in reality, it's more like a pool filled with traps and dangers, waiting for an innocent prey to catch the bait. Should you explore it still? The answer depends on what you're looking for. But before you do, beware of the possible risks ahead. First and foremost, scams and fraud lurk in the shadows with deceptive websites promising goods and services that are but digital mirages. Furthermore, hacking and surveillance are prevalent threats, with cybercriminals seeking to dig sensitive data from unsuspecting users or infect their devices while surfing the deep web. You never know, your next wardrobe fitting might be broadcasted live. There's also the risk of psychological harm, as some dark web content contains large scales of graphic violence, potentially leaving a disturbing impact on those who dare to venture into its world. The dark web may promise anonymity, but it's a world where danger often conceals itself in plain sight. If you were to explore dark websites, you should understand the nuances of transactions. Study the basics, and if all goes wrong, buckle up. In the end, the dark web is a labyrinth of secrets, a place where the line between light and shadow blurs. It holds the promise of anonymity and uncharted territories, but it's also rife with horror that may not be immediately evident. The choice to explore its depths ultimately depends on what you seek. Security is not ensured, and safety surfing is not promised. So if you dare to venture into this mysterious world, be prepared for the unexpected. Stay vigilant and tread with caution, and don't forget to join Rolladell Business for more.